Hey y'all, out here in the grove somewhere. I'm growing this squash. This is called Sickle squash. This was another Josh Jameson find at Cody Cove Farm. Highly recommend exploring his inventory. He has come up with some really awesome zone appropriate plants that are really performing well. This is Sickle squash. My first season growing this one. That's the first one that's set. I'm probably going to take this one off today so I can let the vine really run. But the reason I just popped this video on here was this vine is young. It's got that one. It looks like there's another one set there, maybe another one beyond. But I'm just checking for bugs. This is how I keep my vines clean. Is I come in here and you see I remove this, and I'll show you why. But I look underneath. See a root right there? The vine will continually root all these squashes. Do that. Right there. There's the enemy. That's it. That's the squash bug eggs. So you can squish them. I choose to just remove them. I just kind of snap them off the base. But I'm going to show you what I found so far. I found, that's the one we just harvested. Then I found this leaf has that little cluster. I found this leaf has that little cluster of eggs. This leaf, I found Big Mama on there actually laying eggs as I saw her, and I squished her head. But these things are really, really devastating to a squash plant. They're called squash bugs. They will trash your squash plant. They are sucking insects. So they make a lot of babies, and they do it very quickly, and they will suck the juice right out of your plant. All right, so there's more. So you can also just take the eggs and kind of squishy them if you choose to. Sometimes they're a little harder, and they're a little harder to do that. If you drop them on the ground, chances are little beetles and stuff are going to eat them. So I'm not too concerned with them hatching on the ground. We don't seem to get huge infestations anymore, now that I know about this and I know what to do to stop it. Check it once in a while, every 3, 4, or 5 days, just kind of get an eye on it. There's a nice set one. That's the flower just fell, so that is now a fruit. Beautiful. That one looks like it may have set too. Maybe not. May die. That one did not. That one probably did not. But that's where I'm at right now. I'm checking all these leaves. I don't want to deal with squash bugs. They do tend to stick to one area, and they were all over that vine on that side for whatever reason. I don't see any on this side. So maybe it has something to do with the virility of the vine. There's a couple different plants there, but that's all I found. So I'm just going to get them out of here, and we will incinerate these and make sure that we don't have any squash bug issues. But that is some valuable stuff for your growing squash right now, which is our window here in the old grand state of Florida. Growing our crazy veggies in our weird climate that's different than everywhere else in the United States. So I just pick the vine up and look underneath. Check underneath all the leaves. That's where they hide. And then it's all good. Let it roll. Now I'm going to go smash these, get rid of them, throw them in the trash can or something. And disaster averted. I did find 2 little tiny babies. They're little gray ones. They'll look like little spiders. But eliminate those. It's really about the only bug that I really kill. If I find like a cutworm chewing on the bottom of a plant I'm trying to grow, I will... Caterpillars are pretty devastating. So, but organic pest control, it's not that I don't kill anything. I don't really kill much, but if I want to grow this food, there's some measures I have to take. Now, I didn't have to spray any pesticides on it. That's the nice thing. I was able to just take these leaves off. Preventative measure. I never waited for the infestation. I don't have to kill any bugs. These are just eggs in the trash can, and I'm good to go. So I have some squashes, watermelons, all that stuff, all the cucurbits, all the tender annuals especially, they will all get hit with those bugs. Once you get the squash bug infestation, it's real hard to recover from it. So That's my method of keeping my squashes clean and growing them organic. That's the main pest I watch out for. And then the worms, of course, at the tips. And every once in a while, I have to hit a plant with spinosad if I intend to keep it going any further. Otherwise, the pickle worms and the cucumber worms and all the little vine borers. There's so many different little buttholes that dig into squash vines. But so got this one up off the ground. This is also a Sikil. I had germinated like 6 plants just as an experiment, but I just want to see what's happening. And sure enough, there they are. And look at that, they're hatching. You get to see them. That's the juvies, juvenile squash bugs, little tiny boogers. We will go ahead and just little squish, little squish, little squish. There's a little, yep, got them. We got them. And then I'm gonna get the eggs. Let me get the eggs like this. You just squish, make them pop, make them dead. And then the parents generally are around the base of the vine. I haven't got there yet, but we're gonna obviously examine this whole thing now that I know I already have bugs. Generally, I'm finding the squash bugs. You're gonna find them on these leaves and back here, laying their eggs and all that. And the cucumber worms, pickle worms, all that stuff you're gonna find up here on the tippies. These look pretty healthy and fine. I don't see any caterpillar issues. If I was to be seeing caterpillar damage on any of this, I would be looking for browning on the tips. Anywhere where it's brown, you generally see they've chewed on the little tips a little bit. This one looks really happy. So I don't think there's any issue. No caterpillars have been here yet. But they're tiny. So you won't even see them with your eye if you don't know what you're looking for. So there's another one. See that little guy? It's a little squash bug. They call them squash bug because you're supposed to squash them. Squash them. Oh, look at that. A whole colony. That was a patch of eggs that hatched. So I usually just do this. Just grab them all, bunch up the leaf, smoosh it. Good timing to get out here. This would be a problem in 2 days. Alright, so parents have moved on. I don't see them anywhere. I usually find them around here. They'll be hiding under a note or something. They just look like a little piece of stick. Wish I could find them. I'll poke around. There's some other squashes. Sorry I keep turning the camera up and down. I am lousy at this, but I do my best. Some little cucumbers just got put in. I don't know. I'm not seeing a whole lot of damage from any of these bugs. They haven't really gotten hold yet because I've been pretty on top of them. All right, end the video. See y'all later.